This call is now being recorded. Yes, thank you so much. Uh,
Yes, sir, done.
Thank you. So yesterday we were discussing a topic of pressy writing, and I told you that what exactly is pressy. So there were few rules which we're supposed to follow, as I told you that. If a question it comes to you into your paper, what you're supposed to do, just look for a passage, look for the central idea. Don't change anything, don't add anything from your own, and simply just understand the central idea of it and rewrite in your own words, making it one third of the passage. So, first of all, there are two, three things you're supposed to do. One is you need to write down the title of that passage. Second, you need to shorten that passage. Third thing, count the words. Shorten the passage means count the words and write down approximate one third of that passage. So that is your work. That is your question which you're supposed to do. So today, let me see. Uh, I was saying like we can discuss one of the new topic today. The grammar part is over and your pressy it is done. So today we will be doing a session on email writing. That is fine. Email writing. Okay. So I will share my screen with you so that it will be easy for you to see the text. Okay. Now we'll come up to this. Are you able to see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what it is written over here, they are saying emails are among the most commonly used means of communication in this world. They're fast, immediate, and allow you to interact with all kinds of business within and beyond the national boundaries. At work, above all, writing formal emails in English in the right way requires certain skills and being a professional situation. It's essential not to commit mistakes in order to make a good impression of yourself and your company. So, this is the small definition which tells you about the importance of the emails these days. They are saying why is it important? Because there was a time when we were using the typewriters. We were writing the letters on typewriters and we were sending through the mails. But today, whatever we are writing with the help of emails. So, yes, there are times when we attach, some of the things into the attachments. But basically, time is getting shortened. People are very busy these days. So everybody look for the options in which you would be able to send the information in a little faster way. You can take the help of today's time right now. The COVID-19 pandemic time is going on. Technology has given us a way that how can we connect. If we were 10 years previous to this, uh, you could imagine that I think if this could happen at the time, the whole world could have stopped because there was no developed means of communication. But these days, we are connecting with each other with the help of this technology. So they're saying people, what two things are going on. One is people are having less time, and on the another thing, people are looking for some modes, some mediums through they can interact fast. They can send their information fast. So email is one of it. Now, one is required in email. That is one language that is English. You need to be very much proficient in your English, and certain skills are required. So let's see. In the article, find the rules for writing formal emails in English, the right format to use, examples of formal emails in English, the rules for writing formal emails in English. To write an email in English in the right way, don't improvise. Read the following advice to avoid making serious mistakes that could compromise the success of the email from the moment it is received. So, first thing, it is subject. What attention we should pay when we write down the email? The subject. Whenever you will open up your Gmail, you will find out there are two, three, sections. One is to whom you want to send your email. It, of course, there will be address of yours that you were sending from this address. Everybody, has got their email ID. Some are using more than one. So there is a provision over there from which email ID you would like to share this email. Then there is a one line, one section in which the email will ask you about the subject, that why you are writing or what is the purpose of writing the email. The subject is the first place of information that the recipient of an email see, and if it's written incorrectly or unclearly, it could push the reader to delete it without even opening it. So it's important to give a clear and precise message right from the start, indicating the content or reason for writing in twice or two or three words that grab the attention of the recipient. So now we are understanding more about professionalism. They are saying when you write down a letter to somebody, when you write down an email to somebody, you should pay concentration on one thing. That is, if the reader would like it on the first spot, then they would read your letter. But if they will not, they are going to delete your email immediately. As in case of a letters, if you receive and if you do not like the letters, you will tear it and throw it into the garbage. Similarly, it happens with our emails. If you are unclear about what you are writing, why you are writing, to whom you are writing, then the recipient will not, who will be the receiver of it, will not pay attention towards it, like why he should read it. Professionalism means to say that, look, whether you are going to become engineers, but somehow you will be part of any of the business. You will be opening up your own business or you will join the business of somebody. So that requires certain, PRs, public relations, means the relations with other companies. So if you don't know that, how can you, pass the information to, the other companies? So, for example, tomorrow you will be, hired or selected in a Reliance group, which is a very big group. In one company, thousands of people are working over there. So you can imagine, they are receiving hundreds of letters every day, hundreds of emails every day, from the vendors, from the, purchase point of view, from the selling point of view. So if you will not be clear about your email, matter, so your email could go into, delete option. So that is how they are trying to tell. So subject, if you're writing from sales point of view, it should have a very good, nice starting of it. That's why you're writing it. For example, tomorrow if you apply for any of the job, the subject would be that you want to apply for this job. So that should be very clear. That person, when he would open up, he can see this thing. Okay, I'm applying for the application for the post of assistant engineer in XYZ group. So it's very clear from the subject that this is the letter, this is the email regarding, the application of a student or application of a person who is wishing to join our company. Style. Unlike many other languages which require long, complex sentence in a formal written context, English is very concise and favors short sentences and a simple structure. Make sure you break up text into two or three paragraphs. This enables the reader to quickly see the key points. So now they are trying to tell that how you should write it. They're saying English, it's a very common language these days. It's a world language, I can say. But on the other side, they are also suggesting what or how should you write it. They're saying it, don't waste your time, making the sentences complex, and do not confuse the reader. What can you do? You can write down your, matter in two or three subtopics, or two or three, you can say that main headings or with the key points, so that reader would understand easily that what exactly you want to convey. Try to understand what is email. Email is a short message. You cannot write down a long message with the email. So that is why they have said that write down the points which are important, which you think that this is the information I would like to convey to the reader. Courtesy formulas. When you write an email in English, you are not only using another language, but you are also entering another culture with different habits. The Anglo-Saxons in general pay a lot of attention to forms of courtesy and gratitude. Therefore, never forget to add them. So they're trying to tell, like, email is somehow a non-verbal communication. You can say that you are not speaking anything. You are just writing, and you are sending that expression to the reader. So those reading expressions should be courteous. The person should feel like the way you have written the letter, it is courteous. So that is a must for writing the formal letters, formal emails. Never send an email in English without having read without what you wrote. Grammatical or typing mistakes are very common in your own language, so in English you can make errors much more easily. Double checking what you have written in a simple step to is a simple step to take that can prevent you from appearing unprofessional and above all careless. So they are saying it before you send it in a haste to anybody. Spend some time, check twice, then you send it somebody. From grammatical point of view, try to see. That's why we have covered first of all our grammar unit, because now we have come on to the actual matter which you're supposed to write. There comes signature. Be sure to have set your email to end with all important information. You include name and surname of yours, job title, a relative detail about your company, like the name and address of your company, link to the company website. So they're saying these are some of the things which you should include into your information. If you're writing an email to somebody, your name should be there, your company name should be there. You should write down the address, and very importantly, the link to the website of your company, so that if anybody wishes to visit your website and see and get the information about your company, that person can have it. The format of a formal email in English. So this is what they are saying. It first paragraph, it should be the introductory paragraph. So introduction, body of the text, what exactly the message you want to convey. Second paragraph, third paragraph is a conclusion. So depending on the type of relationship you have with the person you are writing to, there are different ways of sending an email. But any email should always start with greeting. In our specific case, being formal, the most appropriate options are like Dear Mr., Dear Mrs., or Dear Miss. Okay. So here are the titles, where you write down the name of a person. Before that, you would give the title to the person, and you greet that person with by saying dear. So, dear Mr. Sandeep Kumar, dear Miss Anjali, something like that, that would be a title. If a person is a doctor, then you can even greet it by writing dear doctor, something like, or dear professor. If you feel like the title is more professional, or you feel like it will give a more respect to the person, then you can write down like that. Then, yeah, the person, name of the person, after giving the title. Like here it has written dear Mr. Black. So most appropriately you should write down the what do you call, the surname of the person, but it is appropriate even if you write down the full name of the person. Dear sir or madam. Look, there are two ways when you write down. That's very important. One is you write down with a title. One way you write down writing by dear sir or madam. To whom we call sir or madam when we have a respect. They're saying if we don't know the name of the recipient, or more generally, to whom it may concern, then you can write down sir or madam. Sir, madam means you wish to you know greet person with respect. So when you write somebody, this is what they have said, that courtesy. When you write down somebody and you don't know the person of the person name of the person, so what can you do in that case? You can just simply write down sir or madam. So it is somehow a formal way of addressing somebody with respect. After the initial greeting, you need an introductory sentence that indicates clearly the reason for writing and is consistent with the subject of the email. Introduce yourself briefly. Long text often discourage people from reading them. So what they are saying, after the initial greeting, you need an introductory sentence. So this is what you greet the person to whom you are writing. Then the first starting is with the introduction. So you write down the introductory sentence or the introductory paragraph, clearly indicating the reason for writing. Why you are writing, it should be in your introduction. Consistent with the subject of email. Try to understand. This is how you need to make a connection with whatever you have written down in the section of subject. So if you have written down, as I've said, that you are applying for a job of assistant engineer, so if that is your subject, the introduction, it should also relate with it. It should not be away from it. I'm writing with regard to, I'm writing in connection with, I'm writing in reference to. So these are few different, examples that how can you start it. I am writing with regard to, for example, as I've said that an opening in your company, and the advertisement which I have seen into this newspaper. So I'm writing in connection with, if there is a concern which is going on, I'm writing in connection uh, with uh, the material, you can say that, of so and so. So it means you are writing about the bicycle part, you are writing about some other thing, so you are making a connection of that. I'm writing in reference to, if conversation is going on, and this is third or fourth letter you are sending or receiving. So here you can mention down reference number. So professionally, what we do, we give reference number to each letter, each conversation, we can say that. Because as I've said that in a big companies, companies have more number of letters going on. So they give reference number to each conversation. So it will be easy for you to find or to connect yourself if you write down the reference number in that case. If you are writing an email to send information, you can start with one of the following sentences. I'm writing to let you know, I'm delighted to tell you, I regret to inform you that. So they have given the cases in which these lines can be written. If it is I'm writing to let you know or I'm delighted to tell you, it means you are communicating good news to somebody. But if it is a regret, it means something bad you are going to tell to them. If instead you are replying to an email you received, you can say, I'm writing in response to, as I've said that, I'm writing in reply to, or I'm writing to thank you for. So this is something when you have received something and you are replying to that conversation. So that is the first paragraph they talk about. First of all, they have told you this is the how you're supposed to greet somebody, and then the first paragraph, that is introductory paragraph or the introduction paragraph. Now the second paragraph is of a body paragraph. So you're supposed to talk about, you're supposed to tell the problem or the main content into the body paragraph. There are no conventional formulas for writing the body of the text because this varies according to the function of what you need to communicate. It's useful to prepare an initial draft and then proceed with any corrections. The general rules are that text should be divided into short paragraphs that avoid abbreviations and acronyms, both of which you can use. On the contrary, when you write an informal email to family and friends. So, what they are saying in the first paragraph, they are trying to tell, there are no such formula. They are saying that this is the best way you can write down. But what we need to follow, they are saying it. Uh, uh, whatever the information you'd like to convey to the other person, you should have first of all the points of those things. For example, you are selling something. For example, you are selling boilers. You are a mechanical engineer, and you are working for that company. Those who are manufacturing boilers, industry boilers. So you want to sell it to the people, which is another industry where they are using boilers to make some kind of product. So they are saying it in the body paragraph. You would tell to them about the content. Content means what kind of a boiler you are manufacturing, what is the specification of it. So you try to explain that in that lecture. So if it is a letter kind of where you are giving, providing the information. And very importantly, they have said that in formal writings, do not use any abbreviations and acronyms. Means people will not understand it very easily that what exactly is a message. I can give you example in my last lecture. I was teaching to the journalism students. I told them about the NDA, which is a National Democratic Alliance. BJP is the largest or the biggest party of the alliance. So student came up with a question, and she is asked like, "Sir, I have heard of a NDA exam as well. So what is the difference between NDA exam and NDA, party system?" So the abbreviation sometime the person, the reader get confused with it. You don't know what kind of a reader you have. So that is why there should be a complete information in a very easy way so that there should not be any kind of a confusion for the reader. Based on the type of message you are sending, there are various ways to write a final invitation before ending the email. So, a rough draft, they are suggesting that write down first of all the rough draft, read it carefully, reread it carefully, then you can make your final draft. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you in advance. For further information, please do not hesitate to contact me. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for your attention. So, this is what they are saying, the ending line, that you have written, you told them what exactly was the problem in your mind, and what do you look from them, you have written down in your body. So how would you end it that? Sometime a question it comes like, I have said everything, but I don't know how I can end my writing. So what you can do over here, they're trying to help you with these kind of initial lines. I look forward to hearing from you soon. So you are just taking the assurance from the reader that okay, I have forwarded the information to you, and I'm now looking that you would write me back or call me back for the future business. Thank you in advance. For future information, please do not hesitate to contact me. Again, there is a line where you are encouraging to the reader that you should contact me. Please let me know if you have any questions. Like the information from my side, it is very clear. But sometimes people do not understand about the specifications. If you feel like, you can ask me anytime. Thanks for your attention. That's again the thankful gesture to the receiver that okay, we are thankful that whatever the message I want to convey to you, you have paid attention to it. Now the last part of the email left, that is conclusion. So you can end up by best regards, kind regards, yours faithfully. They are saying it where we apply the yours faithfully. If you begin the email with "Dear Sir or Madam," means if you started your salutation with "Dear Sir or Madam," so the ending it should be with yours faithfully, because you don't know the name of the recipient. And another way of giving a respect to somebody, that is, appropriate if you use yours faithfully with "Dear Sir or Madam." You sincerely, if you begin the email with dear Mr. Mrs. plus a surname, you should write down dear plus sincerely. So that is the basic difference. Up to now, you must have got, things into your mind that you can apply whatever you feel like. This is what we were doing into our schools. We could apply faithfully, we could apply sincerely, we could apply regards, whatever you're feeling like you were applying. But they're saying there is a meaning, there is a sense, there is a there is a rule that how you should write down. They're saying these all ending conclusion points, it actually matches with your greetings, your salutation. That if you have applied sir or madam over there, the ending it should be yours faithfully. You can write down your sincerely in those cases. Okay. So if you know the person and it is a very much professional relationship, like you have written down the name of person by applying the title of that person, like Mr., Mrs., Ms., or Doctor, as I've said that, then your answer it should be, or your closing it should be into yours faithfully. For the rest, you can apply sincerely. Examples of formal emails in English. So this is one example they have given away. This can come into your paper as well. For example, delay with the delivery of an order. So you're working for the company, as I've said that you are on the other side. For example, you have ordered the boiler, or you have ordered computers, you have ordered any of the part of the machine, and there is a delay in that product. So how would you write down? Subject delivery delay. So look at the subject. It is very much precise. Nothing more could be appropriate by writing just two words. By seeing it, you can easily understand. The letter is written regarding delay in the delivery. Dear Mr. Pascal, so this is the salutation which we have just learned that how we're supposed to write it. We regret to inform you that we will not be able to respect the deadline previously agreed for the delivery of your order. Look, from the very first line, from the starting, it is very clear. They have mentioned down, and it is very much uh, matching with the subject line. Subject line it tells about the delivery delay, and the first line of your introduction of the email itself, it tells the same thing, that we regret to inform you that we will not be able to respect the deadlines previously agreed for the delivery of your order. Now it comes the second. Our supplier has warned us today that they are experiencing supply problems, which will result in a delay in our product chain. We count on your understanding and thank you for your patience. So, what you are saying, you are trying to tell, please accept our apologies. That somebody has written you about delaying in the product, and you are trying to write back, and you are telling, we are regret to inform you. Means हमें खेद है. I am feeling somehow that it should not be done, but it is happening. So that is why you are writing this letter. Please accept our apologies. I am feeling sorry for it. Best regards. So it's a very small and a very nice example that how can you write down an email where a person who has supplied the product, and earlier he has got a mail from the receiver that there is a delay in the delivery. So you are replying to it. You are informing them that this is what it is happening and why. You can say that you're feeling it, and you're saying that definitely they would try to improve as soon as it is possible. So there is another example for you, that is called replying to a job advertisement. Okay, that's more appropriate for you. Subject web content editor position. Look, as I told you, editor. Subject is to the point. You do not write down anything here and there. You just simply write down about uh, web content editor position, that you are applying for the web content editor position, and that is how it is the subject. Dear sir or madam. So here I do not write down the name of a person. I write down dear sir or madam. So you can see at the end it is somehow connected with the subject. That is how we write down yours faithfully. जहाँ पर sir or madam लिखा है, we supposed to apply yours faithfully. With reference to your job, add in this newspaper. Look, we just learned that how we supposed to start it. So यहाँ पे वो connection बनाने की बात समझा रहे हैं. So he said that with reference to your job ad in this paper, I would like to submit my application for the position of web content editor in your company. First introductory line where you mention down that why you are writing, and very much connected with the what do you call subject. Now, body paragraph. I graduated in communication science at the University of this and worked for several years in a digital agency as content specialist. I believe my skills and experience are in line with the requirements for the job position. I will be glad to introduce myself in an interview that will allow you to better evaluate my possible recruitment. Please find attached a copy of my resume. I look forward to hearing from you soon or from you, yours faithfully. So first paragraph, you try to make the connection. You have said that you have seen ad in any of the source, and that is how you're writing. And in your second paragraph, body paragraph, you explained everything. Your graduation where you have done from, your work experience you have got, what kind of a skills and experience you are carrying, and a very, especially very importantly, you have written down one line which you have told that I am attaching my resume, right? In email letter, you cannot give brief introduction of yours. You cannot write down something because email is a medium where you just convey the information in a very short form. But you have attach your resume, complete detail, so that information you can give to the receiver. Okay, I am sending you, I am enclosing my resume, so you can check from there. Yours faithfully. So there is a third, what do you call, example for you, that is sending a product catalog. Company has asked about the product about the products you are making, so you're applying to it. So subject is new product catalog. Very clearly, when you read the letter or you read the subject of the email, you can easily understand someone has sent you the catalog of the products. Dear Mr. Chapman, dear Ms. Chapman, following your request, we have recently sent you our new catalog. We are convinced that it will enable you to see the quality of the products. Our local agent will contact you soon to arrange a meeting on a day and time that suits you in order to discuss in detail how our products can be of benefit to your company needs. For further information, please do not hesitate to contact us. Yours sincerely. So here the word yours sincerely it has come because we are trying to make the professional relationship. Why? Because subject was into Mr. or Ms. So there was dear Ms. Chapman. So you can see that here I should end up by writing yours sincerely. And in the body paragraph, what you're supposed to do, you write down that why you're writing. Why you're writing because uh, you have got a letter from the company, those who want to see that what kind of products you make. So you have sent the catalog to them. Yours sincerely. So that's these are the some of the examples which I have shared with you when you want to write down the email. Yes, now you tell me if you have got any of the question related today's topic. From my side, it is done. It is the completion of our today's topic, email writing. I told you that how we're supposed to write it. I have shown you the sample email writing in three different ways we can write down. Yes, please. Any questions?
Yes, sir. Now we used to write the email. We used to use respected sir. So like the format of letter writing, we used to just same
That is
use the same
who
formats.
who is this?
So
Can you tell me your name?
Sujay.
Sujay. Sujay, this is wrong format we are using, respected sir. Because what it happens, we lived under slavery, I can tell you that. That is why, we are bending too much. Uh, the people, those who have made English, like the Britishers or the Americans, they said to us that when you say somebody sir or a madam, it has respect in it already. You do not call sir to anyone. You call sir to whom you have felt somehow a respect in your heart. right? That is why they use like
Yes.
sir, non breadman, something like that, with a cricketer or to whom they feel like, to whom they want to give the respect. So they are saying when you apply respected sir, we are unnecessarily applying respected over here. So that is a wrong format. If you will see, writing a letter by someone who is from, English spoken country, they will never use respected along with the sir or ma'am. They have a culture, they call it by name, like they will say that Mr. So and so here, as it has said that, dear Mr. Clark, dear Mr. Chapman, dear this. But when you write down sir, it means you have a respect for that person. So you do not need to apply respected sir or respected madam. You simply write down dear sir or dear madam. Dear is a greeting, dear is for everybody. But you, when you write sir or madam, it is for the respect. But you cannot write down respected sir. In India, we have this format that we are writing respected sir or madam. But I told you reason behind it in this as well, because people, though, they don't get it. When you write down sir, they think that it's a name, a kind of. So there should be another additional information which shows that you have a respect. That's why it is said that respected sir. But uh, actual thing is respect is already in the word sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes. Any other question, please? Yes, students. Any other question from your side? Do you wish to ask any of the other question? No. Okay. That the, what do you call, the notes of the email? It is into your classroom. So if you wish to reread it, you can reread it. And the homework for you is that tomorrow you need to what do you call, write down one of the email now. One by one, we are now coming up to our drafts. Yesterday, you wrote Pressy, and that was very nice attempt by all of you. I'm keep saying that your class is good. I am very lucky that I am teaching you guys, because but I'm seeing that there is no question of getting pass or fail with your class. The question in your class is with getting the O grade. That is the target, I would say. So please concentrate on that part. Do not go for that you would get passed into that subject. This is a subject which will help you, upgrade your percentage, because you have subjects like mathematics, chemistry. These are tough subjects. We are reading language. If you have got the good command on your language, so don't take it in that way. Okay, I'm going to get passed very easily in English. That is a wrong, attitude. You should pay attention that I would pass English with good marks, so that if I will get less marks in any other subject, that will be compensated with the help of this subject. So my overall percentage will not drop. And I will get O grade in English, and that is very good for you, because tomorrow when you will appear for the interview, the recruiters, they could see this thing that you have scored O grade or A plus grade in your English. It means you have got good communication skills. Okay, so read, understand things from this point of view. All right.
Excuse me, sir.
So yes, Hanji beta.
Sir, tomorrow we have MST exams, so classes will go
ओके
on
ओके
side by side.
ओके 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 हाँ, आपके एमएसटी स्टार्ट हो रहे हैं। मेरा कब से है? 9 तारीख को है। आई गॉट एमएसटी 9th, आई थिंक, है ना?
Yes, sir. Ninth, second slot.
सेकंड, 9th and 2nd, हाँ, ओके ओके ओके।
So
चलिए, कोई
classes
बात
will go
नहीं,
on.
बट यू कैन डू प्रैक्टिce of it. I can advise you. You can, but tomorrow is at like what, chemistry exam or what? Mathematics?
Chemistry, chemistry.
Chemistry exam.
Chemistry exam, right? So, I would suggest you that you should go for a chemistry preparations. But if you get a time, uh, definitely you should try to do the practice for writing the emails. So
Sir,
we'll
will
be.
there be classes or not?
No, अगर आपका MST है, फिर कहाँ से classes होंगी? For definitely there will be morning and evening shifts of MSTs.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
You would also look for the time for your preparations. Right. Okay, the person who is recording, could you please stop the recording?